Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Uncle of Football podcast. I'm your host, Courage. Some might call me Uncle. Hopefully, I found you well. Today, we're going to be talking about African football in general, just a weekly roundup, some results, CAF events, the good and the bad about African football. Just give me a bit of your time. Firstly, we're going to talk about VAR. We've seen VAR being used correctly in our Champions League games. The game Pyramids versus Orlando Pirates, the game Mamelodi Sundowns versus El Ali, both home and away. We've seen the VAR decisions working. It's unfortunate that it's expensive to have that technology in all games across the continent. We saw if we go to Zambia, there's what they call the Kitwe derby. The Kitwe derby between Ghana and FC Dynamos. There was a penalty which was awarded to Ghana, whereby someone was tackled just outside the 18 area. But because it's such a high-profile game, they don't have VAR. The ref just awarded a penalty, but it was a wrong call. That's why we're calling for all stakeholders in football, all governments, to please intervene so that we bring this important technology into football. We talk about the coaches. Wydad have parted ways with Rulani. There's different sources. Some they're saying the club has confirmed that they've parted ways with Rulani Mukwena, the South African coach who came from Mamelodi Sundowns. They've parted ways. Some sources are saying he was given a special leave of 3 games or so, but they've agreed that he's going to part ways after the league. So in other words, it's just a soft way of saying he's fired. Another coach who has been fired as we speak is the coach for El Ali. The Swiss international, Marcel Holler, has been fired. And the unfortunate part is that both teams will be representing the African teams in the new FIFA Club World Cup. And all the coaches have gone. It's very unfortunate. Then we go to Western Africa, WAFU, Western Africa Football Union. The WAFU B have recently announced the new headquarters in Abidjan, where they want to centralize all the football dealings, everything, the meetings and stuff. They will be done in the new headquarters in Abidjan. There was a launch of the headquarters where all the representative countries, they went to see and inspect the headquarters. As you know, WAFU B, the teams which are involved in this organization called WAFU B, Western Africa Football Union. We've got Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Togo, Burkina Faso, Niger, Ivory Coast. That's what comprises WAFU B. Then we go down south, Zimbabwe. The Zifa president, the new Zifa president, Nobile Magwizi, and his technical staff went to the UK with the coach of the Warriors, Michael Nis, the German international. They're calling all people who are eligible to represent Zimbabwe, being citizens or being born in England with Zimbabwean parents. There's a lot of players who are eligible to play for the Warriors of Zimbabwe. If a lot of people don't know, if you give Zimbabwe maybe 5 or 10 years, it's going to be a powerhouse. We've got a lot of players who are playing in Europe, who were born by parents who migrated to England or Spain, whatever, during that era where it was difficult in Zimbabwe in terms of political, where people were running away. So most of their kids, they are now in those academies and what. Recently, we've seen a fledge of Zimbabwe internationals playing in the Premier League. We talk of Marvelous Nachamba, was playing for Aston Villa. Now we talk of Mnetsi, he's playing for Wolves. We talk of Charewa, was playing for Wolves, but is at Huddersfield. We talk of Mali, who's playing for Brentford, B team and stuff. There's a lot. If you go to the division, to the championship, we've got a lot of players who Renault Mota, Galloway. There's a lot of people we can talk. We go to Italy. Zimbabwe in the near future is going to be a team to watch. I don't know what to say about that. Then we're still in Zimbabwe in the Premier League. There was a match between one of the new boys, Kitwe United. They were supposed to play a rent house. They didn't manage to fulfill their matches because of logistics, financial, and all the things which is needed for them to fulfill the match. So the match between Kitwe United and rent house, it didn't take place because Kitwe could not attend the match. So the Football Association or the Premier League in Zimbabwe, they've summoned them to a hearing which is going to be held in Zimbabwe, I don't know, sometime in May. They've summoned them to a hearing. So I don't know, we're going to see the outcome, but most people are saying it's obvious it's going to be 3 points. Nothing else. Then we go to CAF. CAF recently had their Exco executive committee meeting. They've got now new vice presidents, 5, some re-elected, some were elected on the committee. We've got other people who have been re-elected in the committee of FIFA in general, people like Samuel Eto'o and the likes. And also, there's a new position for Zifa Technical Committee. And the president of CAF, I said Zifa, please don't mind that one. I'm saying CAF. The president of CAF Technical Committee is now Samuel Eto'o. He's in charge of all the technical aspects which has to do with African football. Then we go to results as I'm finishing my my podcast. Just give me a bit of a time. In the Champions League, the second leg, it was Sundowns 1, Early 1. Sundowns went through courtesy of an away goal. It was Pyramids 3, Pirates 2. Pyramids went through courtesy of 1 goal. In the Confederation Cup, it was Simba from Tanzania, which is caused by Fatlu Davids, the South African, against Stellenbosch, 0-0. And Simba went through courtesy of the first goal which they scored. Then it was CAC 1, RSB 0. But RSB went through because they scored 4 goals in the first match. So the final for the Confederation Cup, it will be Simba versus RSB. Then the final for the Champions League, CAF Champions League, is going to be Sundowns against Pyramids. Then we go to the Zimbabwean Premier League results. Simba Bora 0, Moose 0, Till 1-1, Highlanders 1, Bikita 1, Ngezi 1, Platinum 1, Triangle 1, Manika 1, Chickenin 1, Termos 1, Quick 1, Scotland 0, ZP Gariba 0, Yada 0, Caps United 1. So it means only Caps United managed to win on the weekend. If you've got time, please try to stream the Zimbabwean Premier League. I might be biased or so, but I'm seeing the Zimbabwean League, Zimbabwean football is improving. Because the Premier League on itself has got a lot of big teams, a lot of funders, a lot of money people who are funding these guys. So there's a lot of interest. New president, we're taking the players from Europe, want them to play for the national team. The Premier League on its own has become competitive because there's a lot of people who are putting money in this product. Just take a bit of time to watch the Zimbabwean Premier League. Then we go to the South African PSL. As you know, Pirates, Sundowns, Royal M, and Stellenbosch, all of them, they didn't participate because 3 were in the CAF competition. Royal M has been relegated. So it was Polokwane 1, SuperSport 1. Kaizer Chiefs, unlike, since they beat Sundowns, they haven't won. Kaizer Chiefs 1, Marumo Gallants 2, Arrows 0, Amazulu 1, TX Galaxy 1, Sezikune 1. Then there's this new tournament for the kids, for the schools, the under 15 level. The girls, it was won by Ghana. Then the boys, it was won by Tanzania. We say congratulations to the two. Then there's also the under 20 tournament, which is being played. As of recording, when I was recording, it was only 2 matches which has been played. The tournament is being hosted in Egypt. You know, Ivory Coast, they cancelled on the last minute. So Egypt had to chip in to host this tournament. So Egypt 1, South Africa 0. Zambia 0, Sierra Leone 0. Please, if you want more of African content, more of African football, raw and authentic, unedited, please subscribe to my channel. Smash a like, comment, and share. This is your uncle on football. I thank you.